Okay, let's have a look here.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm here, and with your direction, I can practice really good. But the moment I'm like out there on my own, it's like I try and remember it, but at the same time, it's just like I never know if I'm doing it right.
It's really hard practicing well.
Yeah,
it is. You're right. So posture looks good. I would say, keep just trying to get
the hips back a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting a little more kind of, if you like, complex or more detailed about some of these corrections that we're making here. So number one, posture is, should still be right at the top of your priority list. You use your video, which is great, so then, trying to have a look at that and get feedback is good. One reason that we talked last week about last lesson to try and get you turning on that angle is that when you don't turn on that angle, then, it can affect the strike, and it can also affect the plane, which we haven't talked so much about here. How familiar are you with the concept of swing plane?
I mean, I've heard it. I sort of get, I've also seen the machine that's got the circle and stuff, so I understand where I'm supposed to be. Okay,
so there's a couple of different ways that, or points of reference that people use when they talk about the swing plane. The one that I like is, I've drawn a line down here along the shaft of your club. Okay, now, as you're swinging, obviously the club is going to swing around and it's going to swing up and then it's going to swing back down again. Now, at key points in the swing, then the shaft, or really at any point, ideally during the swing, the shaft should either be swinging up this plane or it should be kind of on a parallel plane to it. So, regardless of where you are on your backswing, whether it's here, or here, then you can see these lines that I've drawn are kind of parallel to this one. So if we just start your swing here, so this is good here, you can see at this point the shaft looks, even though it's blurry, it looks like it's coming out of your hands, so that's on plane. Okay, so as we go up here, you can see here, if I stop you, it's a little bit
it's
steeper,
a little steep, yeah.
But that wouldn't be anything to really worry about.
I just saw it come over the top right there.
Now, as you start down, okay, so if I stop you right here, then you can see that shaft angle relative to where you started.
It's almost perpendicular.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, by trying to keep your body up as you turn, that's one way that we tried to just kind of flatten that out a little bit, get you more on plane, help you turn easier. Seeing this and seeing those marks that you've got on your driver, then those strikes at the top of your face indicate to me that it's probably a result of
coming down
steep. Yeah. So that's pretty steep there. And then the reason that it's going right, and I'll show you this a little bit more in detail, is that a steep swing plane correlates to the arms reverse rotated, which tends to block the face open. So today we're going to work on trying to shallow out that swing plane a little bit. But today we're really going to focus on trying to get your swing plane looking steep as it comes down, because when it's steep, the arms are going to reverse rotate and you're going to tend to get an open face. The ball's going to shoot off to the right. So we're going to start out by just getting you to hold the club up at kind of knee or waist height again and just take some swings where you keep it up at that height. So at no point is the club going to go any lower than knee or waist height at impact. So, it's a pretty logical drill in that if a steep swing is your problem,
then it'll come down.
You're going to come down. So by getting you to practice swinging and keeping the head up, then that's one way of getting you the feeling of that shaft getting more shallow as it comes down.
Okay.
So just come and take your setup again there. And just start out, hold the club up at knee height or waist height, and you're not going to hit a ball, and you're going to just make some swings, keeping the club head up. Good. Good. And what you can probably feel as you do that, by keeping the club up at waist height, you can probably feel your arms rotating a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to be a great drill for you to do. This can do nothing but good. Okay, just do a few more like that. Okay, one more. Okay, good. Okay, all right, now right off the top. Good. And as you're practicing this, you'll notice that, like that one, it's way easier to get the club face closed. So you'll see, more of a left instead of a right. Slowly come down and just let those forearms rotate over each other. Rotate. Okay, do that again. Do it slower. Good. Hold it there. Now a little bit further. Now which way would the ball go there?
This way is going to go to the right.
Yeah. Okay, set up again. Hold the club up a little higher, good. And make your backswing. Hold it there. Now slowly come down. Good. So you can probably feel me just kind of turning those knuckles under. Turn them. Do it again. Hold it there. Good. That way. Do it sooner. Yeah, that was better. And again, that was much better. Yep. All right. And that's what's going to square the club face up. So as I was moving you there, then I could really feel that walk in your arms.
Yeah.
So, this flatter plane is going to help with that, but, you can also just help it along by, yep. That looked nice. Yeah, let's try a couple of shots. Posture, good. Yeah. Yeah, good. Now they have a little leg rotation there. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So your arms must be.
Yeah, they were late on the rotate on that one.
Good, you can feel it. Really great swing. So,
that one I felt the moment
so was that a toe strike?
that was almost missing the club toe strike.
Yes, so, I mean, you know what you're working on anyway, and you don't necessarily need more evidence, but if the club is coming down steeply, then it also is going to swing closer to your body.
Yeah.
So a toe strike is, assuming that you're the correct distance from the ball, a toe strike, is another bit of feedback that.
Yeah, that one just I felt like I rushed the downswing and I think I got it too steep.
Yeah.
I don't know, like the moment I got in my head to hit it good, I was like almost trying to crush it. And then
Yeah, that's it. Okay, get the forearm. Yeah, okay, there's forearm swing now. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now try and do exactly the same thing, but instead of having the ball up on a little tee, then you're just going to hit it from the ground. That was really nice. Almost. Yeah, really good. I like that, John. And when you go to practice, trying to get the ball curving a little bit left would be a good goal to have, because that tells you that you rotated the club face. Now that one was definitely steeper.
Yeah.
And definitely reverse rotated with the arms. Okay, so
That's interesting. I don't feel like I'm reverse rotating, but I guess nothing lies, so.
yeah, it's probably just, it feels in some ways normal to you. So just kind of make a few practice swings to keep the club head up off the ground, feel the forearms rotating over each other. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. I can still see a little this way. And put your left hand out in front of you here. Yeah. And so it's really that. So it's as you move through impact, that way. Yeah, that way. Good. Left. Hooray. And it's like the big stuff is easy.
Yeah.
Great swing. I'm looking that way.
That one did feel good.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That one actually felt really good.
Yeah. Just more over here.
Okay.
Give yourself a bit more space in here. But the same concept, and ball position with this, I like it an inch or so just inside that left heel to help hit it on the upswing. But we should be able to, by doing this, we should be able to eliminate all of these.
Okay.
That's the plan. Good. Yeah. Good. Yep, well done.
I think most people would take that.
I agree. Really good swing. I like that a lot.
Not my longest, but definitely like one of my straightest. So
Yeah.
I like that.
And the path was really good there, the playing was really good. That one was a little steeper.
Yeah, that one I did definitely hit off the top center control.
Yeah, and it looked like that too. Almost.
Yeah.
Got a little block. Do that again and get the forearms. Yeah. I like that. Anything left is good. Overshot. Yeah, that was really good.
Not the distance of the other one, but it felt good. So.
Yeah, only 275 on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish on that one, but I want you to just think about, this left forearm as it swings through. So on some of these, you still have a little bit of this.
Yes.
So think of,
Just make sure I'm rotating that forearm.
yep.
And the rotation should start before it passes the ball. right?
Correct,
So it
yeah.
should be starting like behind the ball and then through.
Exactly. So, I mean, the face is going to probably be perpetually rotating. And
Right.
we actually want to hit it when it's in the process of
Right.
closing. So, yeah, get in that way. And the kind of where the plane and the hot face combine is that when the plane is flatter,
Mm-hmm.
then, if it's really flat, then it's easier for the forearms to rotate, or they're gonna rotate, 'cause you're not gonna kind of swing
Right.
this way, so they're gonna rotate over. So by making these practice swings up off the ground, then it's gonna not just improve the plane, but it's also gonna help the forearms rotate. So
Just get that muscle memory of rotating the.
yeah, and so, pretty much steep swing is going to be associated with a blocking or reverse rotation of the forearms, and a flat swing is going to be with the forearms rotating. So someone
Okay.
whose swing is too flat is going to also tend to have a ball flight that hooks. People who have a steep swing tend to have a ball flight that slices.
Yep.